Welcome back, dear viewers, to 30 Days a Timmy, a dark and darker story, Chapter 6. When we last checked in on Timmy, he was venturing back into Frost Mountain. He went in good and determined to take on a frost giant. And boy, did that giant give him a good fight. In the end, though, Timmy emerged victoriously. Timmy also got into quite the tussle with a druid. I dare say it was a chase for the ages. Wow, Randall, that might have been our first entirely smooth intro. I'm quite proud of us, and that animation. You sure did all right with that one, Randall. At this point, Timmy is quite done with Frost Mountain. The townspeople were at least a bit happier with him after some of that monster slaying, and now Timmy is ready to head into the crypts for some hunting. First, though, Timmy's decided he's going to go ahead and wear chest armor again. Granted, he runs faster without it, and his furry bare chest looks cool while he's fighting, but that's no justification for the lack of defense. Timmy begins his first dive into crypts for the day, but do you notice anything, dear viewer? He forgot his potions. He even forgot to visit the squire. I've been rushing into the dungeon too often lately, Timmy thinks to himself. More and more I'm fighting around limited potions, a self-made problem. Good insight, Timmy. Now what will you do to get out of this particular dungeon delve with such limited resources? Timmy seems content to just smash a few more pots and then get out of this dungeon. He can't exactly be a potion chugger without any potions, can he? Then, as he's looting, Timmy hears footsteps. He turns just in time to see a ranger having snuck up on him. Timmy knows he needs to make this a very short fight. The ranger retreats, fearing Timmy's mighty shout. And then Timmy spots it. That ranger just jumped over a bear trap. Timmy makes a split-second decision. I'm going to close the door, then bash it open for the element of surprise, then jump over the bear trap as I make my way through the doorway. My, that is a truly ambitious plan. Let's see how it plays out. Close the door, bash, and jump. Oh no! Timmy's jump is shallow, and the bear trap snaps shut on his leg. Timmy is now a helpless, wounded animal. Timmy returns to town knowing this whole thing could have been avoided if he'd simply remembered to bring potions. He didn't want to charge that ranger, but it was the best choice given the circumstances he'd created for himself. As Timmy reached town, something most peculiar happened. Timmy ran into a fellow adventurer named Azure, the DJ Fox, who was on his way out to the crypts. This adventurer noticed that Timmy was absolutely full of holes and made a recommendation that Timmy begin bringing a shield with him to block arrows in the future. Timmy was quite astounded by this recommendation. In all his time as a barbarian, it never dawned on him to actually use a shield. There's even a one-handed axe he can wield with it. Well met, Azure. Armed with the ability to swap to this new style as needed, Timmy ventured back into the crypts a second time, excited to try this new approach. He first gave the one-handed axe a try against a zombie. It sure did feel strange initially. Next, he found an archer to try the shield against. Timmy thought to himself, my, that's satisfying. Still though, he had a lot to learn in the ways of the shield. Keep at it, Timmy. It's going to feel strange for a while, but you're becoming a more well-rounded, capable barbarian in the process. Finally, on a subsequent delve, Timmy found a skeleton champion to practice against. "This is a true test," Timmy exclaimed. Timmy's not taking any chances here. He's focusing 100% on clean blocks, with the occasional attack when he sees a healthy opening. His execution is far from perfect, but that truly is why we practice, isn't it? This foe, who only so recently had the hair on Timmy's neck standing on end, now is an outstanding practice partner. Timmy feels more than capable now against the champion, particularly armed with a shield. Timmy doesn't know how much the champion's got left in him, but it can't be much. Nevertheless, Timmy keeps his shield form steady, fighting the urge to go on a more aggressive offensive. And down the champion falls, scattering into 20 pieces. Fantastic progress, Timmy. Towards the end of this delve, Timmy hears the sound of music off in the distance. Ah, a bard. I've heard their tune a few times, but still have yet to fight one. It's time to give it a try, Timmy exclaims. Timmy carefully approaches so as to not announce his presence. Now is the time to make the attack. Timmy charges in. The bard positions himself at the exit. The two trade blows briefly before the bard escapes to the depths below. Timmy knew there was no turning back if he gave chase, but he's been interested in this realm under the dungeon for some time anyways, so in he went after the bard. Walls of flesh and bone, infernal carvings, a ground absolutely littered with skulls and bones. If Frost Mountain was ominous, he does not know what he should call this tainted world by comparison. Timmy thinks, am I ready for this place? The tales of this land make it sound truly dreadful, and if this room is any indication of the monsters ahead, the tales ring true. The beating of massive wings can be heard overhead, contrasted with the familiar flutter of smaller wings as well. A bit faster, but otherwise not too bad. Maybe I am ready. Yes, I think I am, Timmy exclaims. Timmy checks the dragonfly corpse and rests up, preparing to continue his delve into this hellish land. He's ready. Wait, stop the music! Stop everything! Randall, what in blazes made you choose that blasted music of all things? Timmy's going to rip and tear until it is done? Am I supposed to know what that means? Fine. You're the music guy. You want the music. Okay. One condition, though. There is no way I'm having a clip of my silky smooth voice narrating over that. You're stepping into the hot seat on this one. Narrate this next scene, and you can have your music. All right, then. Are you mic'd up? Yup. Take this seriously, Randall. And 3, 2... Whoa, look up there. What's your name, big guy? You look like you'd be named Hellbat. Timmy's just kinda walking around cautiously now. I think he's freaked out about that Hellbat up there. I mean, yeah, that thing looks dangerous. I'd be freaked out too if I'm being completely honest. There's a waterfall of blood over there, for God's sake. Oh, there Timmy goes, fighting the Hellbat. You fight that Hellbat, Timmy! Swing your axe and stuff! Did you just throw your torch at it? What's that gonna do? It literally lives in hell, Timmy. He's dodging and swinging, dodging and swinging. Oh, snap, he actually killed the thing. All right. Nice one, Timmy. He's grabbing his torch, I guess, to, throw it at more denizens of hell. Timmy's just taking a little breather. Let's skip this part. All right, now he's jumping down, gonna do a little exploring. Nope, not jumping down into that pile of flesh and blood, Timmy says to himself. That survival instinct is on point today, Timmy. Oh man, look at that zombie, it's cruising. That's way too fast, Timmy. Use a ranged weapon, maybe throw your torch at it. He's actually doing all right, guys. I gotta say, I'm starting to become a believer. Seems to be some nice shiny loot down here, too. Solid. All right, if Zombie was a cinch skeleton, should be too. Holy crap, Timmy just got wrecked! Good Lord, look at that thing. There's no escaping Timmy. There's no outrunning skeleton, Usain Bolt. It's just adorable how he doesn't stop trying. Timmy screams at the top of his lungs while running for his life. I wasn't ready. Why doesn't he just use his shout? Or would you look at that? More hellbats. Now into the blood pool. Sure, why not? Yup. He's just plain stuck now. Timmy's now huddled under his shield, sobbing to himself. What a pitiful display. Finally. Good Lord, that was hard to watch. I don't... Give me the mic, Randall. We are never doing that again. After getting back, Timmy immediately thought, the townspeople literally told me to go down there. They want me to hunt those things. Are the townspeople just out to get me killed? Astute observation. After what we just observed, they may very well be. Timmy needed to let off some steam after that experience, so he dove back into the crypts, this time completely dedicated to finding a fight. Unfortunately, it was a good while before he found one. 3 whole more dungeon delves, in fact. Timmy needs to learn to be a better tracker, it seems. Eventually, though. Blasted! All I want is a fight, but the crypts have been so empty today, Timmy thinks to himself. Ah, a potion on that table over there. Nope, it's the sneakiest fighter Timmy's ever met. Timmy gets a safe distance and turns to confront him. This fighter, though, his movements seem so strange. They trade blows, but all in all, the fighter is staying on the defensive. The fighter falls, and Timmy more and more feels something was off about that fight. Then, as he's looking over the fighter's equipment, it dawns on him. Oh, he wasn't ambushing me. He was hiding from me. He's new to this world just like me. Maybe even newer. Timmy then gets a smirk on his face. He looks down at the corpse and thinks, welcome to Dark and Darker. Oh, Timmy, you monster. Jonesing for another fight, Timmy jumps into Goblin Caves next. I know the perfect spot. There's always fights to be had there, he thinks. And as he's looting, a throwing knife right into his side. What's more, this rogue is mighty accurate with them. Timmy remembers to use a potion to top off before trying to confront this rogue, but is charging the right move. He's using his shield. Fantastic! Unfortunately, the rogue stabs right around his block. After that, it's just a panicked series of swings from our Timmy. As Timmy falls to the ground, he hears the rogue say to him, "Welcome to Dark and Darker." Humbled, Timmy returns to town and contemplates his next move. Practice makes perfect. I think I'll set back in for as many fights as I can find, he thinks. And thus concludes Chapter 6 of Timmy's Adventures. Tune in next time when Timmy goes all out and seeks out every fight he possibly can, while also finding time to visit the dreaded Inferno once again. No, Randall, I will not give you voice acting lessons. Your microphone privileges are in fact revoked indefinitely. What do you think this program is, MXC? This is a documentary-style program, Randall, not some lowbrow blooper reel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a drink.